Hey everybody, it's Suki, and welcome to the July 27th recording of OA Wrestling. Hopefully we're finally in our rhythm of getting episodes out in a much better time frame, but we'll see how that goes. Anyway, so we do this episode, and with Ecto Cooler in hand, we move into a new era of WWE.
Didn't we move into the new era after WrestleMania?
With Ecto Cooler in hand, we move into the new era of the new era.
God damn it, WWE marketing.
It's the newer era.
How's that Ecto Cooler, by the way, Suki?
That's good. Yeah, I mean, if it's... That's the thing, is that Ecto Cooler came out so long ago, I don't remember if I even had it when I was a kid.
I want it so badly.
I never had it.
Yeah. And
I never did either. I want it now.
Yeah.
Okay, let's actually get into something.
Well, I mean, here's the thing.
Wrestling stuff.
AJ, go to the Ecto Cooler website, see what stores they're in.
They're in Walmart, ShopRite, store that's Amazon, and then something else.
There's a bunch of others. Like Cole, if you were looking at the same page I did, if you scroll further down the page, it shows a bunch of other vendors.
Oh, I'll have to check that.
That's how I found out Publix had it.
Ecto Cooler.
Well, anyway,
Anyways.
this is episode number. What number episode is this?
Okay, since basically between the recording of the last episode and this, made the decision that the two episodes that we recorded between the last two, that I know that probably does not make sense how I said that. We're gonna have two lost episodes that if we ever have them done, they're gonna come out and they're just gonna be their own thing. But officially, this will now be episode 33.
Okay,
oh, fuck.
episode
That
33,
actually reminds me, Chef. That one podcast we did a couple of weeks, I think sometime last year. That episode of the Protocast is now forever lost because it's on my old computer.
Of course it is.
Now it's forever lost. Hooray!
It's not on Gotta Go Fast computer.
Nope, it's not on the Gotta Go Fast computer.
Yeah. So
Well, anyway, on this podcast we have Cole.
Hey, last I checked, Suki was main host.
yeah. Shut up, man. Now, anyway, on this podcast we have Cole.
Cole, that's your cue.
Oh, sorry. Hi.
It's funny because I normally go left to right anyway, and guess what? Cole's on the first. I think Skype displays your stuff in alphabetical order.
Really?
Wait, that wouldn't work because Chef should come before Cole. Never mind. I have no idea what the hell Skype does.
Yeah, you're first for me, then it's Punk, then it's Chef, so who the fuck knows?
Okay. So anyway, so following that up, we have Chef.
Yeah.
Actually,
I don't have the didgeridoo on hand right now.
Good.
Actually, wait. Now that I think about it, no, wait. Skype is doing it differently this week because I just realized in weeks past, AJ would have been introduced before Chef.
Yeah, you're right.
AJ, you're now officially last in the order.
Not kidding.
Okay.
Hey, I'm a loyal subject.
Don't buy that. Don't even if you have the money, you should never buy that shirt. It's so weird. It's so not good.
The shirt for King Ross?
It's fucking purple.
I've worn purple shirts in the past. I want it.
Did you have the purple Cena shirt?
Yes.
Fuck off.
I actually did.
I remember when I was a kid, I had the purple parrot shirt
The what?
from Legends of the Hidden Temple.
You weren't.
Oh, right.
You were in Green Monkeys? Or no, Blue
No.
Barracudas.
No, I was a purple parrot.
Nah.
Oh.
I was Silver Snakes.
Yeah, Silver Snakes.
And there's one thing about all the teams. None of them could ever figure out the monkey.
The head is on backwards.
God dang it.
I
Okay,
don't know,
so
let's try
all right.
jamming in there a little bit.
So-
It's a wrestling.
Yeah. Okay. Well, real quick before we get into wrestling, I'm going to make a comment about the Legends of the Hidden Temple trailer that came out. They did three things right so far with that movie, just from the trailer alone. One, Kirk Fogg shows up at all. Two, the Shrine of Silver Monkey exists. And three, they fucked up the monkey.
Oh.
Also, they brought the fucking Temple Warriors back.
Oh, the Temple Guards. Yeah, that's that whole thing.
The temple guards had to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
So enough
Anyway,
jibber jabbering about lost temples. Let's talk about wrestling.
all right. So
We'll save
wrestling
that
and
for the podcast.
wrestling. I guess first thing we'll talk about is yes, Battleground just went by, and
Well, the draft was before Battleground.
the draft was before Battleground. Well, I think we'll talk about the draft in kind of the first episodes, since those are the first episodes of Raw and SmackDown post draft. I think after we talk about Battleground, because I think we can kind of lump those two things together.
Okay.
At least in my opinion. So, because Battleground was pretty much the last joint pay-per-view we're gonna have, or I guess the last joint pay-per-view before the official split took hold.
No, the last joint B pay-per-view, because we're having SummerSlam next.
Yeah. So and I guess if that's any indication, it looks like the big. I don't know if it's gonna be all the big four. Well, probably the big four, because at the very least. Or this might actually be our official shift in what the big four is, maybe.
Actually, sorry, go ahead.
Or either that, or we may go 5, because here's the thing: now that you have Raw and SmackDown, you basically have a throwaway reason to have Survivor Series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, honestly, I think they might have to now include Money in the Bank in the Big 4 or 5. Because,
That's exactly the point I was making. That's why we may have to make it 5.
yeah.
Because obviously, because definitely SummerSlam, Mania, Royal Rumble, and Money in the Bank obviously would have to become, would have to be combined shows. Because what this also means is that we're going back to having 2 Money in the Bank matches probably every year.
Well, yeah, for the
Yeah.
stupidly named Universal title.
Okay, AJ, I'm going to stop you on that, because here's the thing: WWE is not original in calling a title the Universal title.
Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of other leagues that have called their titles that.
Yeah, like in fact, the promotion that Carlito's wrestling in down in Puerto Rico, they have a Universal title.
Okay.
So it's not a new thing, but in WWE it does make sense to use it, since they have the whole hey WWE Universe thing. To be perfectly honest, since they started using that whole WWE Universe thing, I'm surprised this hasn't come up already.
Yeah, that's true. Since we're on the subject of pay-per-views, I actually have the upcoming pay-per-view schedule right here.
Okay, so there's
honestly-
an official one from WWE now.
Yep.
Okay.
Not from WWE, but it's like off of Wiki. Obviously, you can't trust Wikipedia ever. But
Right.
some new things have come up. So let's just take a look here really quick.
Mhm.
So obviously, we're gonna have SummerSlam. That's gonna be a joint production between Raw and SmackDown.
Mhm.
And then Backlash obviously is going to SmackDown.
Mhm.
And then they have here scheduled Clash of Champions is going to be a Raw branded event.
Huh.
Well, so I guess that means that it's probably like the idea of it being of champions is probably just going to be a name sake thing.
Yeah.
So
and Hell in a Cell also goes to Monday Night Raw.
Hang on a second. Let me look here. WB. Let me see. What did you just search for? Like WWE pay per view schedule?
I just typed in WWE pay per view, and it just gave me the upcoming pay per view schedule.
Okay, let's see. List of WB pay per view event. Is that the one? List of WB pay per view events. Wikipedia.
Bingo.
Okay,
Just
so
click upcoming pay per view schedule.
let's see. 1980s, 2010s, 2016, or upcoming pay per view schedule 2016. Okay, so yeah, SummerSlam. Oh, nice. They color code it now.
Yep. So you can tell which one's Raw and which one's SmackDown.
Although Hell in a Cell is not marked for me.
That's weird.
Huh.
Well, no, I'm not seeing it marked either. I'm seeing Clash of Champions as Raw, but Hell in a Cell hasn't been marked yet. But they announced.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Hell
yeah.
in a Cell is going to be a Raw.
Okay. So,
Wait, then that doesn't make any sense. So Raw gets 2 pay-per-views while SmackDown only has 1?
well, because they're the 3-hour show, they got 3 picks to every 2, and they get 2 pay-per-views to every 1.
Fuck.
Fuck you, Raw.
But yeah.
Yeah, but still, it's interesting now that we're gonna have single branded pay-per-views again.
So
And apparently they are confirming that Roadblock is coming back at the end of the year.
that's going to be Although here's the thing I'm wondering now with this. So
Rest in peace, TLC.
okay, so here's the thing. So if we go SmackDown, Raw, is it possible then that if Survivor Series does stay a combined show, do we then go? Does Raw then get Roadblock? That, in fact, actually, now that I think about it, Survivor Series. If I don't know if you can keep that a combined show now because
Survivor Series,
because you want to kind of space them out at least somewhat. And here's the problem that comes in with Survivor Series is that literally only 2 months later is the Rumble.
Oh shit, you're right.
So there's a good chance that Survivor Series, if it sticks around, it's probably going to trade off every year.
Like 1 year it will be Raw, and the next year it will be SmackDown.
And if we're going with the pattern that you just pointed out there, it looks like SmackDown would get it this year.
Okay.
But we're going to get some time before that comes up, so we'll see. They may still go ahead and combine it for that, and just only give it the 2-month break before everybody comes together again.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm gonna be the Debbie Downer here and say this is getting fucking stupid.
Well, wait till it happens first and then make a judgment.
Well, here's the thing. It has happened before. It did happen in the original brand split, if I remember right.
And how it was?
Yeah, that we've had split pay-per-views amongst the brands. I mean,
yeah, and honestly, I remember in the original brand split, it worked fine. In fact, in fact, honestly, in most cases, it did help in storylines because it gave them more time to really run. You could, and it. So like you didn't have to do like let's take recent memory. Remember how rushed they did the whole Kalisto Alberto Del Rio story?
Let's not talk about that, please.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
That was rushed out the door. Oh god.
Shot in the back of the head.
It was just bad. It was just a bad idea.
Yeah. But anyway, so we kind of talked a little bit about that, but. So basically we talked about that there was the draft, that the draft did happen, the split's official, but let's go ahead and talk. Let's go ahead and talk here on. Let's talk here on the last old new era pay-per-view, and that was Battleground. Let me go here. Sorry, I just brought up the page just to have the results again. I wonder if they updated that one
Battleground.
Yeah. Actually, this year Battleground was a really solid show.
I will even though I've always been the Debbie Downer of the WWE, I will say here and now that I will eat my goddamn words. That show was actually really solid.
It really had only had one big negative on it.
Yeah,
and I think
we all know what we're thinking about.
So let's kind of quickly go through it. So First off, we had a pre-show match. It was no storyline attached to it. Breezango and the Usos. Breezango going over.
Yawn.
Yay!
I mean, yeah, that was a good thing. Is that Breezango, especially
good that they're having Breezango win matches, but I'm just saying that the fact no storyline attached, just throw him in the ring for about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yawn.
5.5 actually.
Whatever. Still yawn.
Yeah, but that's still at least they gave him something, and at least. Breezango has something to kind of jump up. At least they have a win where you can look back at it and be like, okay, at least they've been winning matches lately.
Yeah.
All right. Then next up. Sorry, I just got a text message. What was it? Oh. Anyway, sorry, I ordered something from Grubhub and they sent me a freaking text message.
Yeah.
All right. First match on the main card. This is putting that order. Sasha Banks and her mystery partner. I'm not saying who it is yet. Taking on Charlotte and Dana Brooke in a tag team match, and the partner. Yeah, it was Bayley.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
With two additional.
You were about 500 people, AJ.
I called it.
But and
he was there.
No, I
I'm
couldn't.
so fucking happy that Bayley was even there.
I couldn't see. I couldn't see if Izzy was there. Probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah,
That's just Buffalo, dude.
And
No,
it was in DC.
Sorry, you're right.
Right.
But like I was trying to say, I had always been. I think we talked about this after WrestleMania. I'd say even prior to WrestleMania, I was really afraid for Bayley to get called up to the main roster, just because I'm like, oh, how are the fans gonna react to her? Is that because a lot of the casual crowd that may not even watch NXT? So I'm thinking she was just gonna get just a really deflated introduction, and then her music hit, and that crowd exploded.
Yeah.
So that honestly washed away all the fear that I had of Bayley going to the main roster. She'll be just fine.
And honestly, actually, a pay-per-view is pretty much the best place to have her debut, because if you think about it too, the pay-per-view crowds tend to be a lot of the people that have more of the money to spend, and they tend to be the people that also have the network, thus are watching NXT too.
Yeah,
that's true.
So that was a better crowd to do that for. So
instead of doing it on Monday Night Raw or something.
Yeah.
Remember guys, Vince McMahon believes NXT doesn't draw.
Well, he can fucking. Yeah, I don't want to say anything really horrible, so I'm not going to do it.
Yeah. So
I could say a million horrible things about Vince McMahon, but I'm not going to do it.
Yeah. By the way, from what I understand, this is all the rumor mill going around, and it seems like from the way the two shows went with no appearance, it looks like Bayley, Bayley pay-per-view appearance was a one-off.
That was probably just to introduce her to the crowd and just kind of
test the waters.
Test the waters with her, see how she would do, and the crowd reacted to her greatly. So that should put some smiles on WWE brass if they ever decide to put her on television. So
yeah, and they even gave her 2 extra inflatable tube men.
Yeah, so then there you go. That shows that not even just the fact that she has those extra tube men, but just the way the crowd is. So maybe WWE will have faith in Bayley coming to the main roster sooner rather than later.
All right.
I still love how one of those tube men fucked up, and so it was down by her face at the beginning, so she just high-fived it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's improv. That is
nice.
Improv.
Yeah. So anyway, Sasha and Bayley beat Charlotte and Dana.
Charlotte was the one who got pinned.
Yeah, and Sasha pinned Charlotte in the match.
No, I'm sorry, submitted.
Or submitted. That's right.
Yeah, she tapped out in the bank statement.
Yeah, that's right. It even says here by submission. Anyway, so and that was a 7.5 minute match.
Not bad.
You'll see there will be kind of a theme here throughout the night. In fact, I'll just say besides 3 matches, all the matches were under about 10 minutes. So, but this was a loaded card, so that's kind of understandable. So
next match.
Yeah, next match was the 6-man tag, pretty much the final days of the Wyatt family versus the New Day. Which with the Wyatt family beating the New Day, no tag titles on the line, of course.
It was just was that just their way to quickly wrap up that feud with the New Day and family?
I think so, especially since they decided they were going to split the Wyatts.
Well, technically, they're not all split.
Yeah, but here's
just Braun Strowman. Think about it. Braun Strowman's on Raw, Rowan's on SmackDown, and Harper. I don't even think he's been drafted yet because he's injured.
Yeah, so
right. We're probably waiting until
if they put Harper on SmackDown, then the Wyatt family's back together.
That's true, and
they
are still talking about possibly bringing Sister Abigail into the mix very soon. Which is going to be Bray Wyatt's sister.
Really?
That's what the rumors are.
Wait, like real life
sister,
or story? Okay.
Yeah, he has a real life sister.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I see.
Supposedly she is training.
We were thinking it was storyline.
Oh, right. I mean, they could get pretty much any female wrestler they can, but
they could bring up any of them from NXT.
That's true. They could just,
NXT technically, even though NXT right now has kind of been raided
after
the draft.
In a way, but they still meant for development. They're meant to be developmental, and they need to develop new talent in a way.
No shit.
Yeah. And so anyway, this match, as far as the action goes, it was solid wrestling wise, but I think the high point of this match was definitely Xavier Woods. Just for the storytelling aspect of it. Basically the storytelling that went on in this match was really something that you would have gotten in a big blowout match if this had gone multiple pay-per-views.
Right.
So
overall the match was really, I thought it was okay.
Yeah. And once again, 8 minutes 47 seconds. So
it just from any fan that kind of pays attention to the storylines now, this was honestly, this whole thing between the New Day and the Wyatt family was pretty much a throwaway.
Yeah.
It honestly was, because there was like no resolution from it. The Wyatts beat the New Day, and then that's it.
They don't even get a title shot.
Yeah, it was just, it was really dumb.
Yeah. All right, so next up we had the U.S. title, Rusev versus Zack Ryder. With Rusev making Zack Ryder submit. So, well, I mean, yeah, it sucks that Ryder lost, but I mean, the match itself ran fine. It was, I mean, yeah, it was a 7-minute match, but I mean, it had good solid action for the 7 minutes that it was on.
Yeah, it was. I mean, Ryder put up a fight. He gave Rusev a fight.
Yeah, and I mean, think about the ending to that match. He was in the Accolade, but he was fighting out of it. He almost got out of it, and then that's when Rusev pretty much broke him in half.
So, could we say even in loss, Ryder still looks strong?
I think, because I think,
I would say so, yeah.
Yeah, right, because
he nearly fought out of the Accolade.
Yeah, because that's the whole thing. Rusev is intended to be a fucking monster. It's not. You're not supposed to be surprised if a guy loses to him.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, just the fact that Zack Ryder almost got there is enough to really help his stock.
Yeah. So, granted, it kind of was like...
it wasn't like Titus O'Neil who got locked in the Accolade, and then that was it. He didn't even attempt to fight out of it. And he's bigger and stronger than Ryder.
Yeah.
Yeah, and granted, in a way I would say that it looked like Ryder... The ref kind of called on Ryder a little bit early, but he did definitely tap out a little later. It looked, I mean, when he looked like he was tapping out, it looked more like he was trying to grab hold of like Rusev's hand or something like that.
He was trying to get out of it, but he had nowhere. He was locked in. He had nowhere to go.
Yeah, but at least he definitely showed that he definitely fought through it, and Rusev actually had to give him like the Accolade Mach 2 or something like that, or
he had to pretty much wrench it all the way back and say, "Yep, you're fucked."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I find it interesting that just because of how small Kalisto was, he basically helped Rusev invent a new version of his finisher.
That's true.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so that match went on for 7 minutes, and after the match, of course, Rusev, being the heel, kept attacking Ryder, which led to pretty much what's going to end up being more than likely the plan for Zack Ryder on the way forward. When the recently drafted Mojo Rawley came down to the ring, and I get it that he came down to save him, but did anybody find the moment between Rusev and Mojo kind of awkward?
I would say awkward. I would just say
well, I mean, it's like, basically Mojo got into his face, but it was like most of the time when you see something like that, like especially with how fast he was coming down the ring, you expect the first thing to happen is basically a fist to the face. And then he was conserving his hype energy. Yeah. So I mean, he's just there and he's just basically bouncing around at everything. And I think the reason it becomes awkward is because Rusev was like sitting there, like you could tell Rusev was like trying not to laugh or something. Like I almost want to know I almost want to see if we could get the audio from Mojo and see if he was just saying stupid things to Rusev just to try and make him laugh.
I might have to look into that.
That'd be funny if it turns out he was just saying really stupid things, like he did, like they had a bet that because obviously this would have been a planned run-in. So maybe beforehand, like Mojo went, "I bet I can't make you laugh at the end."
Now, but still, it's good to see now that the Hype Bros are now going to be coming to SmackDown.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Possibly being a tag team, and
I want them to be a tag. I think they're killing it in NXT. I would want them to be a tag team on SmackDown.
I think they are going to be a tag team because think about this: Mojo's music is literally the Hype Bros mix. So
because I heard it said like woo 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 in the beginning, right? Didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there you go. It was the Hype Bros music.
Yeah, but I mean, I'll give Rusev credit is that after a moment he kind of got back into it. He was just sort of like, "Man, who the hell is this guy?" Just sort of like, "Yeah, screw him. I don't have to deal with this.
Screw this shithead."
I will. You know what? A lot of people have been saying it online, and I've got to join in on them. This second run with the U.S. title for Rusev has been a great thing for him.
Absolutely.
It builds him better as a monster, and
he's absolutely playing the heel so well. He's
And
playing
I'm
a
actually really
I think he's playing a
Go
better. I think he's playing a better heel this time around than he did the first time.
yeah, and I'm just happy that we haven't had the obvious thing didn't happen. You know what I'm talking about, right?
I'm trying to think.
Oh, right.
Oh, right.
Yeah. All right.
We didn't have that. We didn't have that happen.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. So,
Keep John Cena away from the U.S. title. God damn.
all right.
Pretty much, I kind of view John Cena as just pretty much being like what Chris Jericho said he was supposed to be, in a way. Just being someone to support the younger talent.
That's where John Cena is now.
Yeah.
Think about it.
In a way, yeah.
And and given John Cena who he is, I really think he has no problem going to that. John Cena seems like the kind of guy that doesn't have a problem with letting others have the spotlight if it were.
Cena is a company guy. He'll do what he's told.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Anyway, so all right, so let's go ahead and move this on because I know we're going to want to talk about this one because I'm pretty sure for most of us this is already what we're calling match of the night, and that being Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens.
Match of the night. Fuck you. Match of the year.
Better than Zayn Nakamura.
If we're not counting NXT.
Let's just say it's in the top 5.
Straight main product. I'm talking main product.
I agree, and by God, I thought Sami Zayn hurt his shoulder there for a moment there.
Yeah.
Can I just say one thing about this match?
Good.
Holy fuck, that brainbuster on the apron of the ring.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's the hardest part of any wrestling ring. I don't care who you are. That's gotta hurt like a bitch.
Oh yeah, it does.
Have you landed on the apron of the ring when you wrestled?
No, but I heard it. But I know what it feels like.
Consider yourself lucky.
Yeah, I never landed like that, so.
Yeah.
You don't want to land on that ever.
Yeah.
And
But,
Kevin Owens landed right on the back of his head.
Yeah. But and
He
definitely
landed on that. He landed on a ladder. He's landed on everything.
And they called Dean Ambrose the Iron Man of the WWE.
Yeah, but definitely, and what I said earlier, like just absolutely for. By the way, this was officially the longest match of the night too, at 18 minutes and 22 seconds. And this absolutely, like especially at the end game of the match, this was like what I was talking about Xavier Woods earlier. This was perfect storytelling at the end.
Yeah.
Just hits him with
the hell of a kick.
Basically catches him, looks at him, and goes, "No, I'm ending this," and puts him back up again, and then like backs up and does another one.
That was perfect storytelling. And then and Sammy beat him, but here's the one thing though. Obviously, they've been doing this feud for a long time now.
Yeah.
Are they really gonna have them split apart now? Because Sammy and Kevin are both on Raw.
Yeah, and see, that's where if we're gonna go quickly comment on the draft again, that's where WWE really made a mistake during the draft. It's like you had this match that you were building up as this whole, all right, they're gonna blow it out, they're gonna be done, this is it, and because they may never see each other again, and then you go, oh hey, they're both on the same show, they're gonna see each other every week.
Bad idea.
So pretty much right when you did that, you completely deflated that part of your build for it. Like you should have made them separate afterwards, so that way you knew going in you were not seeing this match again for a long time.
Instead of putting them both on Raw, I would say keep Kevin on Raw and then put Sammy on SmackDown. That would have made more sense.
Yeah, but anyway, but I mean, the match itself absolutely. These guys just absolutely blew everybody. This one stole the show. Absolutely,
they killed it. They absolutely fucking killed it.
Yeah, which really worked into the detriment of our next match, which was Natalya and Becky Lynch.
Can we not talk about this match?
Okay, this match. Well, here's the thing. Honestly, like, without having basically with me only watching Raw, like at least this match had a good story going into it.
it did have a good story. I will admit that, and it's not because I don't like the match or the competitors. I like both Becky and Natalya. They're both great, but I'm just tired of seeing Becky losing.
Yeah.
I'm so done with her. It's like every time she comes out, it's like, oh, here we go.
Well, I mean, she's gonna win at SummerSlam, so I mean, it's not that bad.
She at least should have. She at least should have a couple of wins under her belt.
Yeah.
You're all right. No, I could tell you the perfect reason why she lost. You could either establish a face in someone who's young, and like that she can go good places, or you can help establish a new older heel who can like look over this new division that they just set up on SmackDown.
And that's kind of what they did with Natalya.
Yeah, they said, okay, this girl doesn't have as many years as Becky, and we need a strong heel presence on this show. No Eva Marie's, no other people. We need a strong veteran heel. So, and we want to try and do something with her. She's new to this, so let's give her a win and keep her steam up. And then Becky can get a win at SummerSlam.
It's funny how Cole mentioned that it's just like, we have Natalya, no Eva Marie, no other people. Because we don't, like, the female division has always been very weird when it comes to heel and face turns.
Yeah, exactly. So
except the only one that's been definitive right now has been freaking Natalya.
And she's a weird heel, so it's good to make sure the crowd still is not behind her, but they understand that she's still a heel because she's so new to this.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, but as far as their match they put on this was a 9 minute 4 second match. They once again same thing we're saying pretty much with this show up to this point, a solid effort, a very solid effort out of these two. Like this was a very good, honestly technical match really that went on.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, give props to them. I mean, the women on this pay-per-view absolutely shined.
Yeah.
So
they did. All
right. Let's get this one out of the way. This is that negative that we're all going to talk about.
Oh boy. I'm confused by this negative.
The IC title match between The Miz and Darren Young with Maurice and Bob Backlund at ringside.
Can we not talk about
the negative was mainly with the ending.
Because I will say that because I think all of us were watching this match and going, wow, this is actually these two are putting on a good match. Like honestly, Darren Young has always been a solid guy in the ring, and The Miz has really been turning himself around in this really I think in the last year.
I will say and that's the thing, I always groan when The Miz comes out. Mm-hmm. That's not because of his talent, because he has it. His mic skills are great. He's doing his job right because I detest the man whenever he walks out.
I'm pretty much on the same boat as AJ. Yes, I agree. He's a true heel that definitely gets a true heel reaction.
Yeah, I'm like, that's what I like. I've always wanted that out of The Miz, where it's like, when he comes out, it's just like, it's just The Miz. But now it's like, I want you to get your ass kicked.
Yeah. And so these two were putting on a really solid match, and then I think none of us were surprised that then shenanigans started to play out on the outside, where Maurice was
Bob Backlund at ringside. It was going to happen.
Yeah, Maurice tried to do something with the match. Bob Backlund pretty much came over and was like, no, or whatever, and he's standing there. Maurice pushes him, and then fakes an injury. So now people are looking at them, including like the ref and stuff. Bob Backlund then goes full Bob Backlund.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which, by the way, Bob Backlund going Bob Backlund is completely different from like if Ric Flair ever goes Ric Flair, because
completely different. Two completely different things.
Yeah.
Oh God, it gets crazy.
Like because Bob Backlund then decides, oh, you basically have made Bob go Hulk now, because Bob then grabs his shirt, attempts to rip off his shirt. Apparently I guess his cuffs wouldn't separate.
Yeah,
so he just sort of pulls his shirt forward and it's just hanging there while he's just sitting there like this, like, ah, God damn it. But but damn it,
but Grandpa trying to get undressed in a way.
Yeah. So by the way, just so you know, at this point in the match, we're still having fun with this thing going on. We're still enjoying this because, god dang it, Bob Backlund just, even when he, like, no matter what he does, he tends to be really entertaining with it.
He's crazy. That's what makes it funny.
So he's just sitting there and he's still trying to rip this damn shirt off. So then Miz is prompted to get out of the ring and go approach Backlund because I guess he saw Maurice on the ground and it's supposed to be that whole, hey, what'd you do to my wife? Well, yeah. And of course Backlund has no opportunity to do anything to him. To which then I think the ref was counting like the 10 count. Then Darren Young decides to get out of the ring. Or no, wait, that's right. No, Miz actually pushed. I think Miz pushed Backlund.
Yeah, Miz got out of the ring. What did you do to my wife? Knocks Backlund on his ass. And then Darren gets out of the ring and then locks him in the reverse chicken wing. Yeah,
pretty much locks him in the chicken wing. And then, literally after 2 seconds of the chicken wing, the ref calls to the bell.
Was the ref even... I didn't even notice. Was the ref counting? Because they were both outside the ring.
No. Okay, yes, the ref was counting, but here's the thing. The ref was at a count, was already in the middle of the count. Darren Young exits the ring. That resets the count.
Well, yeah.
So Darren Young is now outside within 3 seconds. Not even ref count seconds. 3 actual seconds. He has Miz in the chicken wing. Less than 2 seconds later, the bell is ringing.
In other words, the ref pretty much.
That confused the hell out of me. I'm
yeah.
Like, what the hell just happened?
Everybody was confused by this. Like I'll tell you this: looking at on Wikipedia, the initial result that was put on there was a double countout. Then
what?
And then like 5 minutes later, that result was pulled.
Mm-hmm. So WWE like not even follow their own rules.
Now here's the thing. I am looking at Wikipedia now. I guess the official decision is that it was a double DQ.
How is it? Wait, what?
This is confusing, and I'm pretty sure.
Honestly, actually,
was, like furious when this happened.
How is that a double disqualification?
To be perfectly honest, I'm looking at this, and I get the feeling maybe since I'm looking at Wikipedia, that might not actually be the official. I think the actual thing we're looking at is a no contest.
Hang on, let me go. You know what? You guys keep going. I'll go to WWE.com.
Yeah, I'm going to bet that the match is on official record as being a no contest.
That's what I'm checking, right?
So, because I mean, putting a guy in a submission on the outside is not an immediate DQ. Pushing the other guy's manager is not an automatic DQ. And
that's true.
And it's not like both the guys were showing a blatant disregard for the ref's orders.
Well, yeah.
So there was absolutely nothing in this to call for a double DQ, or there was actually even no reason for a no contest.
All right, hang on, I'm looking.
AJ can keep looking for that. We're gonna go and move on. Oh.
And they say it's a double disqualification.
Okay, so now it officially makes less sense.
Yeah, wait, hang on. I'm just going to read this. Chef, let me just read this one quick excerpt from WWE.com. At WWE Battleground, when Intercontinental Champion The Miz put his hands on WWE Hall of Famer Bob Backlund, and Darren Young refused to release a submission hold on the A-lister outside the ring, the referee was forced to disqualify both competitors.
Darren Young had the hold on for 2 seconds.
I know.
No, the ref was basically like, "Hey, let that man go. Ring the bell. Ring the bell."
It was
okay.
He's gonna probably let him go.
Yeah, you know what? I think I think we know how we can officially call this. I don't know. Maybe it's the ref's discretion to disqualify Miz for pushing Backlund. That's completely because I mean you can
how was that a disqualification? Backlund wasn't even involved in the match.
Remember, technically referees do have authority to pretty much decide what constitutes to basically a disqualification in a match. There
goes all those matches that JBL had with Finlay when he attacked Hornswoggle.
I mean, also remember the fucking stupid match that was Oh God! Remember Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose at the beginning of the year, where it was the ref's discretion to say that, because Seth Rollins pushed me into the kick, he's disqualified, even though that's happened dozens of times.
And also the fact that then there was that one match, since you brought up Seth Rollins, then there was that one match where the RKO was banned and Seth Rollins used the RKO.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
just remember, you got to remember here that in wrestling, the rules are usually going to be bent to fit the situation.
Refs are fragile.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's the whole thing. That's honestly something I've just accepted in wrestling is that there are rules, and in most matches they're going to be followed. But from time to time, yes, the rules will get bent. They will be interpreted, in their own in their own way. And sometimes you just kind of gotta go along with the BS.
That's true.
This though, here's the thing: like the whole pushing Bob Backlund thing, that's in that realm. Now, the other DQ that caused this to be a double disqualification, I think this is just the ref fucking up the ending. Because
more likely than not,
because
Darren had the hold in for like 3 seconds, and then the referee called for the bell.
Yeah. So, because here's the thing: if the ref had gotten out of the ring and had at least gone out there and looked at him and said hey, let go of the hold, or yelling at him I was about to disqualify him.
Can I actually you just remind me of something? Can I swerve the topic real quick?
Sure.
Remember right at the end of the match where Darren Young was just staring at his hands going, what did I just do?
He channeled his inner Backlund.
And I think, once again, that's where the ref fucked up this finish.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, I think we've kind of ranted on...
long enough on that match.
All right.
Now time for my match?
Yeah, really.
It is now time for the other 6-man tag of the night. That being the Club versus Cena and them boys.
Yeah!
Or boom wheelers guys in the room. How you doing?
Or as I like to call it, it's New York, New Jersey, and Boston working together for once.
I know, that's a first.
Huh, how about that?
Yeah, but here's I think the biggest thing that has to come out of this match is the fact that this is absolutely John Cena. A lot of people are looking at it this way. John Cena pretty much passed the torch here. He absolutely he pretty much he went into the ring, and then Enzo and Cass went in the ring. He just backed off. He just let them go. He let them have the spotlight.
Enzo had such a good fucking promo.
That promo by Enzo.
I'm gonna give you some advice. You don't eat yellow snow.
Don't pee in the wind.
How you doing?
Don't wear Crocs.
How you doing?
Ever.
You never make eye contact when eating a banana.
No, never make eye contact with another man while eating a banana. Is what he said.
Thank you.
I'll make a note of that in the future.
Does Enzo write his own promo?
Oh, yeah,
I'm pretty sure he does his own promos, and I'm pretty sure everybody in the back is absolutely just on edge every time he talks.
He's fucking ridiculous. I love it.
Sometimes it makes me wonder if Enzo, if he retires, he could probably do a pretty successful stand-up comedy career, I guess.
I think
the how you doing hour.
I think
how you doing now?
Also, I wonder if Big Cass even knew what was going on, and if he didn't, just give it up for Enzo.
Yeah, Cass just had that look on his face. He's just like, what? I don't think Cass even knows what Enzo is gonna say before he says it.
Oh, Grant, I'm pretty sure Enzo, he might pull some of this stuff out of his ass. Who knows?
I mean, as long as it's good.
Yeah.
As long as it's funny.
Oh yeah, and was it? Yeah. Was it Battleground where apparently Kevin Dunn tried to censor him but did it badly?
What do you mean?
Yep. He said we're gonna make you eat crap, and then the audio cut.
Yeah, and then he still said crap again, and he gets censored.
But I think it's because at that point they realized, shit, we missed it.
Fuck you, Kevin Dunn. Eat a dick.
Yeah.
Kevin Dunn, you stupid idiot.
You stupid idiot, moron idiots, button pressing idiots.
Yeah. By the way, apparently during Draft Center on the network, apparently it was one of the infamous moments you could hear Kevin Dunn telling them things.
That also didn't only happen on Draft Center. You know where else it happened?
I think I heard it happened on the newest episode of SmackDown.
Yep, it happened on SmackDown.
Wah, wah.
All right. Well, anyway, so as far as the match itself, Cena and the boys went beat the club, and
don't forget. Can we please mention fucking AJ Styles out of nowhere?
Oh yeah, that was just in the. Oh wait, was that Battleground or was that the was that Raw?
That was on SmackDown.
Or was
that on SmackDown?
Yeah, that was SmackDown.
That was
yeah,
SmackDown.
I'm big.
Yeah, but honestly, here's the thing: everybody in this match looked good. That was the good thing out of this, is that everybody looked good in this match.
Yeah.
Even Carl and Luke, they look good. So. Really, this match did a good job of basically being like, all right, these guys are going to be... A lot of these guys aren't going to see each other for a while because of the brand split. Here we go. We're going to make them all look strong going into the whole thing. In fact, I think that was probably a theme of the night, is that everybody was really made to look strong going into this whole thing, where everybody on this show going in looks good to go to future storylines.
Yeah.
All right. All right,
now,
then.
The last match of the night.
The last match of the night, the long-awaited Shield triple threat for the title.
Also known as the match that should have happened at WrestleMania.
Yep. But unfortunately...
It probably was going to happen at WrestleMania, but someone got hurt.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
So first of all, of course, Dean Ambrose wins the match and takes the title over to SmackDown.
Yay.
Now, in this match, once again, a great match. Absolutely, this is another example of that storytelling being there. Where I mean, pretty much the storyline to this title match was basically handed to WWE on this one.
Yeah.
So all they had to do was just not fuck up the storytelling up to the match. They did a good job of at least not doing that.
Yeah.
And even with the absence of Roman being around, in fact, honestly, I think the fact that Roman wasn't around kind of helped this build, because it brought in that whole thing of like, hey, yeah, this thing happened to him. How's he going to be when he comes back? Is this going to change his personality? Which by the way, spoilers, no.
Not really, no.
I'm sorry, but yeah, because that's one of my kind of issues with this, is that this was a perfect opportunity to pull the trigger on heel Roman, which probably would work better for him.
Yeah.
But of course, no, we're just not going to do that.
Mm-mm.
Although, because of the result where Roman was the one that was pinned, and because of what happens on Raw, apparently it is confirming that even WB is actually losing faith in pushing Roman as the top guy. Basically, they're done pushing him.
In other words, they slapped Vince McMahon's hands like, no, look what you did last time.
Or as King Ross said on WTF Moments, Roman Reigns literally pissed his career away.
All I can say is that he better save some of that money that he was making during his major push and put in like some kind of good investment or something.
Yeah, isn't it funny? Roman fails a piss test, completely loses his push. Brock failed 2. He's still the main event.
He's in the main event of SummerSlam.
Like Brock,
what the hell?
Brock failed 2 within 3 weeks of each other.
Yeah.
Yep.
But he's still not going to get hurt by WWE because that's just fucking. He's too big of a draw.
Well, I think here's the other thing too. Isn't he also disputing both of them?
Yes.
So I think that's the reason why. It's because they very much because he's getting that appeal. Obviously UFC's not going to sanction him either because they'll allow him to appeal it first.
Right. And what did he test positive for again?
That estrogen thing that you take that essentially is supposed to be taken after you basically take steroids.
Huh.
Yeah. He was busted for doping.
Yeah, well.
And anyway, championship match. It was actually really, really good.
Yeah.
They all hit their spots, and now let's just let it sink in now. This is, I think you probably brought it up, but I probably missed it because I was looking at something else. Yeah, this is now the second straight pay-per-view where Roman was pinned clean. He was because he was pinned at, what was it, Money in the Bank by Seth Rollins, and before Dean won the title from him.
Yeah.
And then he got pinned again at Battleground. So Roman's on a losing streak. His stock is dropping.
In a way, he's probably just gonna have to. He's got to regain this stuff that they tried to gain before in a way. Or,
honestly, I think
makes sense?
Yeah. Honestly, I think Roman needs to back off. Maybe push it. Like, here's the thing. I guess after. Honestly, let him go. Let him go back. Let him have a storyline that doesn't involve a title, and then possibly, if you bring him back, don't bring him back to the main title picture. Maybe whoever's U.S. champ at that point then has to face Roman.
Right. Just have him build up from the bottom again, I guess.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Although man, wouldn't it be
more like the middle?
Although man, they should definitely push Roman as the cruiserweight champion.
Oh God, no!
Oh no! Bad. You have to look at or do that.
No. All right, but anyway, let's get into the new Monday Night Raw.
All right.
It was awesome, and they moved the announce table back in the day.
Well, let's start first off with their opening graphics, where they started off with the opening. I will say here and now, although I'm one of the few people that actually liked the remix of Tonight's the Night, I will say that I do like the new theme song they gave for Raw.
Yeah, Shinedown's a good choice.
They gave Enemies by Shinedown, that was off of Amaryllis. I am happy about that choice. And it fits Raw's style. It does fit its style. The graphics look cool. It kind of looks like they're kind of going back to that industrial look. Back from 2003.
Yeah, pretty much like the Ric Flair, pretty much the Ric Flair era.
Yeah, that one. It looks cool if you look at the logo side by side. But if you look at the graphics in practice, they do look very similar. Like seeing the logo initially, when you see it just like that, it's like, eh. But when you see it in action, in tune with the graphics, it looks really cool. So I'll give him credit, and as Joe said, that they moved the announce table back up by the stage instead of at ringside. So now the announce table is on the side of the set.
But it does kind of give a nice idea for like that whole, how they talk about they were talking about like the shows are going to have new feels and things like that. Just the fact that when they decide to have the announcers talking to the camera, now you have them standing up behind the table with the shot of the crowd and the ring behind them. It's actually a really nice visual.
Yeah, and also let's talk about this too. Byron was actually not that bad on commentary on Raw.
Holy
shit. Could the source be JBL?
He was not that bad, and fucking Corey Graves killed it.
Oh yeah.
Corey Graves was on fire. So I like the fact that they have Corey on Monday night.
Yeah, that's quite a promotion for him.
So that's really good. I'm happy I'm happy with the announce team. Nothing again, Michael Cole still did his normal shtick, but he still called the matches as if he called the matches rather well. There was not a lot of bullshit amongst the announce team. You know what I mean? It was like when JBL was just like, "Shut up, Byron!" Blah 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 blah. Oh, shut up, JBL! Blah 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 blah. And
to be fair, they still did that.
You got Michael Cole. What?
They still Byron and Corey had some arguments.
It wasn't as bad as JBL though.
Oh, granted, I think Byron could play off more with Corey because they kind of know each other more, I guess.
It plays better. Honestly, it works better than JBL because JBL just will not shut the fuck up. And there, now the official home of John O'Clock is now on SmackDown.
Yep. And let's see. So now let's go ahead and talk about Raw, where let's see. So to start the show, we had Mick and Steph in the ring, and they pretty much asked the roster to come out to the stage where they pretty much talked about how everything was going to go.
Wait, did you mention the new theme?
Yeah, we already did. Pay
Okay.
attention.
No, I walked away.
Oh.
Yeah, we mentioned the new theme, we mentioned the new announced position and the logo.
Oh, right. And of course when Steph and Mick asked the roster to come out, that's when we finally got our first look at the change to the stage.
Oh yeah, the set.
Yeah.
Which the set
can we also mention one little small detail, but I'm so happy.
Okay.
Colored ropes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Colored
That.
ropes are back.
Yay.
So, all right. And as far as the stage goes, I mean, it's more or less just minor changes. Like the main section of the stage is still the same with that curved lower Tron and with the main Tron above it.
Yeah.
But they, like for Raw though now they've got like solid light boards on the sides, and then they got an archway or an arch LED board going
yeah,
up.
There's an arch LED board. There's two cylinder-like structures on the sides of the set, but the main set still retains the old stage to a certain extent, but it still looks visually different enough that I could say, okay, I like this better than the other set.
Mm-hmm.
Because we had that old set. We've had that set since what, Raw 1000?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
that's
it was time for a change.
So that was about 200 shows. So that's about 4 years.
Yeah, we've had that set for 4 years.
It's been 4 years since. Well, that was the SummerSlam before WrestleMania 29. That was before
Yes.
WrestleMania 29. So wow, it's been 4 years since Punk. Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right, but anyway,
yeah. So we had that.
The subtle changes to the stage, I like them. I like it.
And of course, then of course Stephanie comes out and pretty much said, it was kind of funny. Pretty much cuts a promo on Roman saying, "You fucked up."
Yeah. And Roman just has this dopey look on his face. He's like, what? I fucked up? Oh, cool.
Yeah. So yeah, so they did that, and then they decided, all right, we need a world champion for Raw, which did we just discuss already during? Yeah, we already brought up the name of the title during the recording part, right?
The WWE Universal Title.
Yeah.
Which, as I said earlier, I think it does work, and my main concern with it is, it's kind of funny. Wow, it seems like it's more internet stuff I watch, the more I find that I'm agreeing with some of these personalities. I agree with Brian Zane. I don't have a problem with I don't really care what it's called. I'm more concerned with what it looks like.
Yeah.
So
Let's not make it ugly, please. We've had enough ugly championship belts over the years.
So
It's just a big title that has Mick Foley's face on it. Going
No.
Actually, I want that title.
We already had you know what? I could just tell you right now, we already had a championship that already reflects someone's personality. Even though we had with Stone Cold Steve Austin with the smoking skull belt, that was okay. But yeah, and then we had the horrible monstrosity that was the Jeff Hardy butterfly title. Let's not do that again, please.
But let's see. So for that Universal title, because obviously he's the top heel, and basically he's Steph's guy. Seth Rollins gets the nod to compete for the title.
Well, no surprise.
Yeah. So to face him, they set up for the first Raw that there were going to be 2 fatal 4-ways with the winners of those matches facing off in the main event of the night to basically be a number 1 contenders match.
It was actually smart the way they did that.
Yeah. So the 2 matches. Well, the 2 matches were okay.
First one, I remember the first one. First one was Cesaro, Kevin Owens, Finn Balor, and Cesaro.
You said Cesaro twice.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
2 of
The
them?
other guy. 2 of Cesaro. 2 Swiss Supermen. Awesome.
What? Wasn't
What's the other guy?
No. AJ, one's Bizarro.
Cesaro. Yes!
Bizarre.
I
Nice.
What?
want that to be a thing now.
Let me think. Was Jericho in this one?
Jericho was in the other one.
Jericho was in the other one.
I think it was
Del Rio. I think it might have been Del Rio in this one.
Was it
No,
Del
Del Rio.
Del Rio's on SmackDown.
Wait, was Del Rio on SmackDown? Oh, damn it! You're right.
I
Yeah,
think
Del
it
Rio
was
was on
either. I believe it was.
Sami Zayn?
No, it was Wait, no, I think
Zayn's on.
no, Zayn.
We're talking about Raw.
No, Zayn was in the other one because remember Zayn and Owens weren't in the same match.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to Raw's website. I'm going to the WWE.com.
No,
Let's just get a definitive ending here.
Yeah, so pretty much we had the full.
I got it. I got it. All right. First, Finn Balor, Cesaro, Kevin Owens, and Rusev.
Rusev, that's what it was.
Right.
We forgot about old Ruru.
Ruru.
Do you watch WTF moments?
Yes. Oh
No.
yes, but let's see. And the other one then was Zayn, Jericho, pardon me, Roman, and wow, I forgot the fourth guy in that one too. Sheamus, thank you. So we had those with the winners of those matches being Finn Balor and Roman Reigns.
And all right, first one, I was extremely happy because I wanted Finn Balor in the main event. And then I was immediately petrified when Roman Reigns won the second Fatal 4-Way.
Yeah, so...
I'm like, no, don't let this be the one where Roman actually wins.
And you know what? Let's go ahead and talk about that main event because I think the only other really major thing to talk about this night, I think we want to talk about that after this.
Yeah.
So the main event happens. Finn Balor, Roman Reigns. Actually, a really excellent match put on by these two.
Mm-hmm.
And in a surprise to pretty much everyone, once again, Roman lost clean.
To Finn Balor. Think about it this way. You know, Roman Reigns survived, like, he has been in spots where he gets, like, nailed with, like, 2 pedigrees in matches, or, like, 2 phenomenal forearms. He gets hit, like, with every finisher in the book, and he still kicks out. He took 1 coup de grace, and then that was it.
To be fair, I'm not trying to be an asshole. It wasn't a huge surprise to me, just because, like I said to you guys on Monday night, like, there was no way in fucking hell after the whole suspension thing, and after the boot court, like, even the boos got louder. I don't care. The boos got louder. There was no way they were going to take the person who was drafted before Roman and have him lose to Roman right after all this. That would hurt Finn Balor way too much.
Especially with the fact that Finn Balor was, I don't know, the face of NXT.
Yeah, they would not do that to him. So I said on Monday night, I think Finn's winning.
Yeah, and it kind of just set the record straight that Finn Balor's entrance was awesome on Raw and a bigger stage and everything.
Oh, yeah, it looked great. I can't wait to see the Demon.
Oh, that's gonna.
I want to see
especially at SummerSlam.
Yeah, I want to see Demon Balor.
I wonder if he's gonna change up the design a little bit, maybe.
Sorry.
Maybe.
He could change it up like for the different pay-per-views if he wants to.
If he wanted. I mean, it's got to be a really crazy process already just to get all that paint on him before he has to go out.
Well, remember for the NXT Brooklyn one, he basically started his body paint like 4 hours before the show.
So then there you go.
And thankfully, it's just like probably a once a month kind of deal for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably going to be the thing. Like, he'll stay normal Balor for a while, and then when he needs to, he'll break out.
Yeah, which
he's not like that one dude from ECW and WWE ECW who had like the fucking constant like Japanese symbols on him.
I thought those were tattoos.
No, those were just paint.
Wait, are you talking about Tensai?
No, not Tensai.
No, it was a different guy from Japan.
Chef knows what I'm talking about. The dude who like always had the Hana on him. Not Hana.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about, but I can't remember his name.
That's going to bother me now. I know who you're talking about because I watched WWE ECW.
Yeah, but that shit wasn't tattoos.
Yeah. But let's see. So all right. So here's the thing. Finn Balor has had a history of, you know, pretty much like he has had a history where he'll go an event without using the demon. So it's not going to be like we know that once a month he's going to bring out the demon or anything like that. So
yeah.
He didn't do it at NXT Respect or where the fuck does he roast
The end.
No, he did do it at the end.
Oh, he did?
He was just black and white.
Okay.
Yeah. He doesn't do it at every show.
That's true.
Yeah.
Right.
So
all right. So let's go to the other. Well, I do want to mention one thing about Raw.
Okay.
Normally, when I watch Raw, I feel like it's such a goddamn grind to get through. It was like previous years. It was such a. I'm like, here we go, another Monday night. This one, I was actually engaged, and I wanted to keep watching Raw.
Yeah, honestly,
Which is rare.
yeah, because honestly, I will say that I think we were all surprised at, because at least I was surprised when I looked at the clock and I realized, oh, we've had 2 hours of the show already.
Yeah, you mentioned that in the call.
No, I actually didn't. I don't think I mentioned that on Monday. I just that was sort of more of a thing to myself. I know I mentioned something. I mentioned during SmackDown that I was.
Yeah, it was
SmackDown, where basically I said, "Whoa, it's 9 o'clock," and
because
we were.
Randy Orton was coming out and the trademark popped up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll get to
SmackDown.
But there. Before we get to the one thing I know we want to talk about, and I really want to talk about it, but there is one thing we should mention. The most over guy in the room. Sonny Boy!
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Oh, boy.
Oh, and this is something I want to talk about after this, too.
And I thought we were going to talk about Golden Truth playing Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Man,
If you want to know what we're talking about there, go look it up. But still, so the New Day broke the record for longest reigning WWE Tag Team Champions in history. So then they bring in a guy into the ring who's sitting at ringside. Both me and Suki were like, is this a plant? You know, we didn't really know. So then they bring him into the ring. It's just like, what's your name, Sonny Boy? Sonny Boy. And then it was like an Abbott and Costello routine for at least maybe like 5 minutes of them just saying, like, when you ask your mama what your name is, what do you tell her? Sonny Boy. And then there was a Sonny Boy chant. It was just so awkward. And then the club came out, they beat the hell out of the New Day, and then they took the shirt, and then they went after Sonny Boy, and then just threw the shirt at him. So they played the classic heel, and I think, honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, I think I know Sonny Boy's favorite drink.
Sonny D?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sonny D. Sonny D for Sonny Boy.
I used to drink Sunny D for breakfast.
Oh, that stuff is like... I don't like that stuff.
I used to love that stuff, and then I realized, wow, it does not taste good.
Okay, before we get off topic, let's get to the one thing we really...
All right, so...
Yeah,
Bootios.
So...
Not the Bootios.
So yeah, so the Finn Balor thing was a big deal and was a good moment to end the night, especially. And here's the thing: that was basically just icing on the cake for this night. I think. Well, actually, I don't know. I guess maybe you would have had to have him win, because I don't know if Roman would have really brought it down that much.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I guess that's up for debate whether or not Roman winning would have brought down the basically the fervor of the night.
The crowd, Suki, the crowd would have destroyed Roman.
Yeah.
There is no amount of button presses that Kevin Dunn could do to mute that crowd.
Well,
if
let me just ask you something. What do you think it would take for Kevin Dunn to just mute the audio completely and just have commentary? It's just like, it's complete silence, and you hear Michael Cole. It's like, wow,
I could tell you what would it take. It would take for an entire fucking arena as one, not one person not yelling at the top of their lungs, yelling, "Fuck you, Roman."
Fuck you. It's like ECW.
Oh, jeez.
Fuck you, Roman, and then that's when they mute the crowd completely.
All right. So anyway, the point I was making is Finn Balor winning the number one contender, or winning the other spot to compete for the title, basically was the icing on the cake of the women's title match that took place earlier in the night.
Oh, that right.
Because pretty much the other thing at the start of the show was Stephanie pointed out to Charlotte, "Hey, you tapped out to Sasha last night. We just remembered you didn't defend you haven't defended your title in a while. Oh, you're going to defend it tonight against Sasha because she made you tap out
against the boss."
Yeah. So the match happens, and this absolutely 100%. It's amazing we got it on free TV, but this felt like a blowout match.
They killed it. Let's just bring up one thing. Dana Brooke initially was at ringside, and then Sasha pulled a trick out of Eddie Guerrero's playbook and got Dana ejected from ringside. And then the table was set, and we did not know if Charlotte was going to pull up another upset or Sasha was going to have her crowning moment. And I really wanted Sasha to win. And after just endless action. It was just so good.
Well,
And then she locks in the bank statement, and we have a brand new women's champion.
before you continue, can I ask a question?
Shoot.
We were talking about referees being inconsistent. Wouldn't Dana Brooke hitting Sasha Banks result in a DQ?
Here's the thing. Once again, that actually does come down to their discretion, and in this case, the ref had the discretion of, well, I didn't see what happened, so do I. I didn't see what happened, so do I basically say, do I disqualify Charlotte for something I didn't actually see? I only see what seems to have happened, or do I just eliminate the problem?
And the referee made the right call and ejected Dana from ringside.
Now, in kayfabe, was this risk worth it to Sasha? If, like, thinking about it, is that a worthy risk? Like, oh, I'm having a match, I could win the title. I'm gonna try this stunt that either can make me not win by DQ and not get the title, or it could give me an advantage.
Well, here's the other thing. I'll be perfectly honest. If you look at the history books, majority of the time this results in an ejection.
Yeah, it always does. Look at most matches with Eddie Guerrero.
I mean, there were lots of times where he won by DQ by that.
There were times where he won by DQ. There were times where he had, people ejected from ringside.
Fair enough.
So, it worked in Sasha's favor, so she's women's champion, and that was honestly one of the best women's matches on Raw in a long time. It was just it was a fantastic effort by both women. They absolutely killed it. They killed it, and I want to keep seeing matches like that on Raw going forward. I was about to say SmackDown.
We'll get to that.
Yeah, we still have to talk about. You know what? Should we go into SmackDown?
Might as well.
All right.
We're kind of getting up. We're getting up there in time.
Yeah. So let's do SmackDown. So our Suki, as we kind of knew heading into the show, our hopes were dashed by the
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, no big fist.
Fortunately, during the promos and stuff for SmackDown, it was noticed that there was a fist that basically came in and resulted in the logo. So pretty much everybody got their hopes up that we were going to get the fist back, but
I wanted to get fisted by the fist.
Ooh.
Hey.
But no, so
that would have been a good fisting.
So pretty much now what we got for the stage is we have the same central thing. They put a
bigger LED board.
Like LED, and also like those kind of like curtain LED stuff going on the sides.
Yeah.
It's really spread out. I will say that I think the SmackDown set is more spread than the Raw set.
Raw has a lot more going for it in terms of like action, but SmackDown's a little bit more simplified.
Yeah, and so it's basically got that going out, which is they're pretty much it is a giant like curtain wall of LED kind of going on, and then there is an LED runner board at the top that I noticed.
Yeah, but we should mention that they did change SmackDown's opening graphics. They changed the theme song like they did with Raw, and between the two, I like SmackDown's opening theme more than I do Raw's. I actually like what CFO did with SmackDown. It was high octane. It was in your face. It was to get you energized, and it did its job well. And I'm very happy about that. So this is honestly, I think, in my opinion, this is the best SmackDown theme we've had since Let It Roll by Divide the Day. This was honestly the best one they could have ever given SmackDown. So they did their job well. The set looks okay, and the announce table is at ringside. And the commentary team, we have the king of John O'Clock himself, JBL, Mauro Ranallo, and David Otunga. he's there too, but he killed it too. It was actually a good. The only blemish on that announce team is friggin' Mr. John O'Clock. That's the only blemish on that announce team.
Can we have King back?
Yeah, can we have King, please?
Yeah, it's funny. King is finally hitting his stride as heel King again. And, let's just pull him.
No, let's just put him on the pre-show. He was on the SmackDown pre-show. And Raw. And I'm like, no! Put him... No! Get rid of JBL! Put heel King! This is bullshit!
Yeah, let him have him have fun in Bermuda.
I don't hate it. I hate it, Mago. Wait, so I guess now it's gonna be I love it, Morrow.
Morrow.
I love it, Morrow instead of Mago.
Oh god, and there was and it's kind of funny that Ross from What Culture pointed out the sign in the crowd that JBL misses Moggle Cole.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Great.
But
Fantastic.
okay, so with SmackDown, I'm gonna go and point this out as kind of a thing where SmackDown did something kind of worse than what Raw did. Like, basically, both shows said, okay, we're focusing. The show is not going to be about us in management. It's going to be about these people in the ring.
It's about the superstars.
Well, on Raw, after that initial segment, I don't think we saw.
We didn't see Mick or Stephanie the rest of the night.
Yeah, they were gone. Now let's go to SmackDown. Now I like the way that compared to how Raw opened, I do like the way that Shane and Daniel opened SmackDown more.
Yeah, and as a subtle little because I like noticing little subtle details between the shows. On the microphones, if you notice the little cover thing that says WWE on it.
Yeah, it has a hint of blue.
Yeah, it was blue versus Raw's red.
Yeah.
So I like that. That's just a subtle little thing. I like.
So they
got yellow for NXT.
Yeah, so they do their whole thing where they come out. They announce that they basically decide, okay, well, Dean's our champion. All right, we need a number one contender. So we're gonna do a 6-pack challenge for it, which is pretty much just a six-man match. Is all that really breaks down to. But yeah, of course,
and in that match we had John Cena, AJ Styles,
not surprised.
Alberto Del Rio,
Dolph Ziggler,
Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, Bray Wyatt and Dolph Ziggler.
Who else?
Baron
Corbin.
Baron Corbin.
Baron Corbin.
And then the sixth man. They said, well, the 6th man will be decided in a battle royal between all the men. All right, everybody out of the ring. Let's go now.
Yeah,
which is actually a pretty good idea.
So then they had a battle royal to determine who would be the 6th guy, and the winner ended up being Apollo Crews.
Yep. And
it's not bad. I mean, we thought Kane was going to win it first, but at least Kane went out.
I did like that counter to the chokeslam. That was really cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But so we had that, and then I think somewhere in the show, I think we saw. This is what I'm going to talk about. I think somewhere in the show we saw Shane or Daniel again at some point. I can't. It was at some point in the middle of it, whatever. And then once again in the middle of the show, we were sitting there, and Randy Orton walks out. I think because this was during the Miz TV segment that was going on, and Randy Orton's walking out and doing his entrance, and then I noticed the copyright information pop up, which I know they do at every hour, and I realized, wait, this show's already gone an hour?
And SmackDown's only 2 hours versus Raw's 3.
Yeah, and so that made me realize, holy crap, I was actually enjoying, because here's the thing, what actually happened during the show was actually enjoyable, to the point that I completely did not realize an hour had passed.
Yeah, and can we also mention one thing about the Battle Royal? Zack Ryder's 2 massive botches.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
the ultimate miss of that drop kick.
Oh, yeah.
On Kalisto.
Yeah, he pretty much got his knees connected.
Yeah, and the epic fail that was the elbow.
He responded to it on Twitter.
What'd he say?
He said, "Now I know how the Shockmaster feels."
Oh God! Oh, and I love this. Okay, one of the responses one of the responses is could be way worse, and it's a gif of Scott Steiner failing to jump off the ring again at somebody. I think that's Test.
That was Test.
Yeah.
Oh God, when was that, AJ?
It was on Raw.
It was on Raw. Let's see, Steiner and Test would have been in the company at the same time.
That was 2003.
It was 2003. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, jeez.
As I remember, Steiner signed with the company in November of 2002, but he wasn't brought onto the roster until at least I think he didn't show up on Raw until like January of 2003.
All right.
It
But
was before. I know it was like sometime way later in the year, like think by Unforgiven of that year.
But yeah, so we got that going. So yeah, that kind of surprised me that there was enough going on that kind of made me forget the time was passing, and I didn't really even think about it. So now let's go and fast forward to the end of the night, because otherwise, I'll be perfectly honest, there really wasn't a whole lot. Like, yeah, the action stuff was good, but there really wasn't actually a whole lot that kind of happened on SmackDown.
Well, there was a debut of a certain someone.
Well, we'll talk about that in a second, but the one thing I did want to talk about was the Becky Lynch-Natalia rematch, where Becky won.
Yeah, Becky wins, and Becky cuts a promo afterwards and basically says, "Hey, I'm going to
Becky Balboa."
And that begins a run of all the women who now make up SmackDown's women's division coming out and basically saying, "No, I'm gonna be the best."
First, it was Alexa Bliss.
No one ever was.
We're not gonna do Pokemon. We're not. That's not happening.
No, so yeah. So first it was Alexa, then it was Naomi,
and then it was the Queen of Staten Island.
Yeah, Carmella makes her debut out there.
Bada bing, hottest chick in the ring. How you doing?
And then
the greatest fucking debut I've
God
ever.
Damn it!
Okay, I do have to say, and AJ, I know you've seen what WTF moments. We do have. I'm sorry, you can't help but agree with Ross. It was a good entrance
to build her, because the WWE must know how much she's hated. So they build her up to be that.
I think Reigns said it best that she has everything to be a great heel wrestler except talent.
Well, she has everything. Okay, and we want to specify there. She the talent that we talk about is in ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like everything else, I will fully admit that everything else, Eva has it.
Yeah, she has the tools,
but
it's just that her in-ring work is absolutely atrocious, and that's where it fucking counts.
Although
she got dragged by Bayley to a 3-star match, I think that was her best match.
Wait, she faced Bayley?
Yeah, remember that match against Bayley with Little Nate as the referee in NXT?
Oh yeah, that match.
Yeah.
That was a good match, and that was like a 3-star match, and that was the best match I've ever seen from her.
Yeah, I'll give Eva that, but still,
here's another. I was gonna say here's another thing that kind of works in Eva's favor too. How long has it been since we've seen her do anything in WWE?
NXT.
So think about this. What has she been doing?
Training.
So maybe she's actually learning some things.
I mean, she trained with Brian Kendrick, and that didn't seem to help.
Well, it helped. It helped a little bit. You could see.
It did actually help a little bit. I eat my words on that.
Yeah, that's true. But can we also mention one other thing about, since we're talking about the women?
Wait, real quick, before we move on from Eva Marie, can I ask something?
We weren't moving on.
Oh, well, just real quick. Who was the voice on the Titantron that was like saying her? Because that voice sounds so familiar.
That I don't.
Maybe that was the voice who does the promos for like.
Actually, wait.
The WWE Network.
Wait a minute. I'm trying to think. Now that I think about it, isn't the voice, if I'm not mistaken, sounded very similar to the guy that used to go, yo, 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 it's Shad Gaspard, JTT.
Oh, my.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the Crime Time guy.
Could you imagine?
It's probably just some guy in the back that does it.
Hang on a second.
Grab your 40s and check your homies. It's crime time.
Brooklyn.
Although nothing will ever top looks like Homeboy got lost on his way to the Banana Republic.
Okay,
right.
So yeah.
All right.
I guess to end it off, we did have a surprise debut.
Chef,
got more like a return, but
Jesus
all right.
Christ.
What?
I wanted to make a point. Anyway. All right, but anyway, like since we're still on the women, Do we know there is one thing to be, to make note of here? Raw has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 female competitors.
7.
Yes. And SmackDown only has 6.
6.
So, what does this mean for the women's championship?
I seriously think that the title should float. I really think so, but we're gonna see what WWE decides to do.
Especially with the fact now that we failed to mention that the Cruiserweight division is coming back, and it's only going to be on Monday Night Raw.
And here's the thing. I know I keep bringing it up, and I know the same reason's going to be brought up of why they wouldn't do it, but that makes me really feel like maybe the women's division should have been an exclusive thing to SmackDown.
I guess.
And obviously since WWE doesn't care about having exclusively cruiserweights to Raw, since Kalisto went to SmackDown, that means I guess really I can kind of, because the point that was brought up was that it would seem sexist if they didn't have women on one of the shows. But that obviously I realized, no wait, this means that they could probably have left a couple of women. They could have left some women on Raw anyway.
Yeah, I guess.
Right.
So yeah, but I think the whole thing for me though is that maybe the title itself should have been on SmackDown, so that if you're going to keep the title over there and keep the title competitive division over there, at the very least now you've got something unique. You've got a title unique to each show. That's different from just hey, here's the mid card title.
Yeah, and I know Chef wanted to bring up a return that we saw on SmackDown, but we had an announced return. Ain't no stopping me now.
Oh yeah,
we got Shelton Benjamin coming back. Mm-hmm. Even the most hardcore of WWE fans did not see that coming.
No,
even I didn't see that coming. I'm happy.
I thought they were gonna have like a promo for like Kurt Angle or something, but no.
I would have creamed.
At first, it looked. I thought for a second it was Kurt Angle, but then I saw. Yeah. It's Shelton.
By the way, yeah. So as far as the Kurt Angle thing, according to Dave Meltzer, if there's any sort of deal going on, it's nowhere near completion yet with Kurt Angle. So we may not see anything solid with Kurt Angle until late into this year, possibly early next year.
All right, let him rest and stuff.
But I'm gonna take a guess for the Rumble.
Yeah. By the way, quick note. Mm-hmm. In that same story, Dave Meltzer also brought up that apparently another former superstar apparently has signed a deal and is just going through medical testing right now. And
well, I guess we'll just see.
And AJ, he's coming.
Wait, what?
MVP.
Oh yeah, I remember hearing about that.
Oh Jesus!
I'm coming.
Nobody can stop me. Nobody can hold me.
Yep. Because apparently according to Dave Meltzer, MVP is just MVP would be coming back to the SmackDown brand.
There you go.
So apparently that's what the deal is that a lot of these former guys are going to come back to SmackDown to basically kind of supplement the roster.
I guess.
Because I will admit, and because looking at that battle royal, if you kind of think about it, SmackDown kind of got shafted in the future going main event talent way. I don't know. It just feels like as far as big name power talent, after you have Cena and Styles and Ambrose, pretty much once you drop below them, you've really got guys that have been completely depowered or just really aren't that, just haven't had a whole lot of time yet. So yeah. All right. Anyway, so we do need to kind of get.
It's time we should wrap things up.
But okay. So for the So the last thing for SmackDown. Chef did mention we had a return. I think we already said it was Rhino.
Yep.
No, I don't recall talking about, but it was Heath Slater did his thing, and Rhino just came out of nowhere and gave him the gore.
Yeah.
I am the hottest free agent. You sign me. I'm the brains behind the Nexus, the core.
I like how he said that he's the brains behind the Nexus and the core, even though it was Wade Barrett.
Yeah.
Well, he's gone, so I don't know.
He's more of a stunt dummy for the Nexus and the core.
But all right, so like in that segment, it's fine that in that case, like Shane or Daniel came out in that regard because obviously this is an unsigned guy and he's talking about being a free agent, so that's a reason for management to come out.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I let that one go. Now let's move on to the main event of the evening, the 6-pack challenge, and first of all, a lot of solid action.
First of all, AJ Styles out of nowhere.
Yeah, there was this moment where in the middle of the match, like I think John Cena had like just done a move, and I think it just delivered an AA, stood up, and because of the camera positioning, literally just out of nowhere, AJ Styles with a forearm, bam.
It's so funny,
and it just looked hilarious. But anyway, to pretty much wrap this all up, unexpected, nobody saw it coming. Dolph Ziggler is going to face Dean Ambrose for the title.
Yeah, I was pretty surprised.
I did not see that coming at all.
Also, he won with a super kick.
So he is the next Shawn Michaels.
In a way, but
Yeah, and here's where I think once again, kind of bring up earlier, SmackDown fucked up. Who should walk out and then also steal Dolph Ziggler's music from playing? Oh, hi Shane. Hi Daniel. Literally, they didn't even let Dolph Ziggler's music continue playing. They came back from a replay and Daniel Bryan's music was playing.
See, this is where Raw did it better than SmackDown.
Yeah, they just basically Finn Balor won, and you know what? They let him stay out in the ring. They let him.
You didn't see Mick Foley and Stephanie on stage.
So it's like, yeah, thanks. It's not about management. Hey, we have our first pay-per-view main event set up. Yeah, look at us. Look at us.
Look at us. Look at us. Yes.
Look at management.
Yes. Here comes the money. Yes.
Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much the general points there. So we'll see what happens. We have 3 weeks until SummerSlam, I think. Yeah, 3 weeks until SummerSlam.
And you're heading to Monday Night Raw.
Yep, I'm heading to Monday Night Raw here this upcoming week. So
you're going to Suplex City, bitch.
But yeah, we'll see how that goes. Anyway, let's see. So, by the way, surprisingly enough, apparently Raw tickets are cheaper than I remember them being. Because, freaking hell, I got $50 and I'm sitting club level.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, anyway, with that, we're gonna go ahead and get things wrapped up going here. So, let's go ahead. Let's do as normal the reverse of earlier. So, AJ, go ahead and tell everybody where they can find you.
You can find me right here. That's it.
Not as always. Anyway, Chef, you're up.
You can find me on Twitter at Joe Off the Island, and you can find me on YouTube and DeviantArt at Chef Joe G19.
He really wants this to be over quick.
I want to get something to eat before I go for a workout, man.
All right, so Cole.
Well, sorry to say, Chef, but you can find me, your new OAW champion.
Oh, yeah. Right, I forgot. Yeah, Cole's the champ.
Thanks. Wow, you fucking couldn't give me anything.
Had no fanfare.
Thanks. You can find me at MichaelB_96, where I will be ushering a new era in this company.
God
this
damn
is
it.
not this is not a company. B, the title is fictitious, and C, don't let it go to your head.
Hey, screw you.
All right, so anyway, and of course, for myself, I am at Tsukisama87 on pretty much everything. And you can follow it on Twitter and everything to follow the announcements. Of course, we are also on the we do post these to the YouTube channel, hopefully with a lot more consistency going forward. We'll do our best
every week.
Yeah. Well,
every 2 weeks.
every 2 weeks. But here's the thing: at this point, I have one more video to post, and then we're caught up, and then from there we're going to be able to just basically start getting that going.
Yeah.
So I think because I think me and Chef's schedules have kind of stabilized out at this point. At least I think so. Yeah, yours okay. So
as of right now.
All right. So for right now, it looks like we'll be able to get something going on a more consistent basis. So we'll see what that is. Anyway, of course, if you're following the show, you can follow it on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/StackersInBackup, and join us every 2 weeks for the live recordings. Livestream.com/OA Wrestling, and let's see, next recording will be hang on, August 10th.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Wednesday, August 10th. We do not record on Tuesdays anymore. They are Wednesdays.
Thanks SmackDown.
All right. So anyway, with that, I'm gonna say thank you so much for showing up, and we'll see you on the next one. Have a good night.
Bye. That's better.
Damn it, Cole!
What was that?
I just blasted the champ is here.
That was like staticky as fuck.
Don't blame me. Blame the person who uploads shitty quality 420 in 2016.
I'm also blaming your fucking quality Skype, man. Dang.
I'm sorry. I don't have. I don't.
Damn it, Cole!
I don't have gotta go fast computer.
Gotta go fast.
Yeah, whatever.